crispy intro that is.
I also got to put Diego's new logo on that. That's on the to-do list.
Yeah, we need to have some sort of shout out in here.
We did.
No, we need a logo. That would work.
When it's finished and finalized.
Oh.
The Nerd Chat, an Xbox podcast.
Is a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days.
Hosted by a group of best friends. If you'd like to find out more, visit nerdchatmedia.com.
This is Cortana. And remember, don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it. As always, Spartans, see you online.
Oh, hello. Daddy Diwali here, and welcome to The Nerd Chat, a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. My PC is the best. It's right over here. It's not cooked, after all. I updated Bacon last week. I had to go through a little bit of extra steps, but it's working great. Playing the BF6 beta, 100,000 frames per second. It's just
100,000.
absolutely
Wow, that's a
incredible.
lot of frames.
Yeah, I'm still a little confused or undecided on the ultra wide, Bacon. Sometimes I'm looking over a little too much. You know, my map's over here, my chat's over here.
I think you rely on your map too much, Brett.
A great
You gotta
tactical advantage. Am
you
I
gotta
right,
get a
boys? Are you guys
feel.
not watching your mini maps? My God! But another update here is, guys. This is the beautiful DualSense. You see this DualSense Edge? This thing sucks. I'm done with it. I hate the DualSense Edge. I am tired of it. The symmetrical sticks are caca. The shape of it is caca. The excessive push. What is this touchpad?
The map
Sucks.
button.
My thumb is cut. This isn't natural. When your thumbs rest on a controller, everyone out there, you rest in this position. That's why the face buttons are here. That's why the D-pad was here originally, but then they added the stick. So that's why Xbox's is up here and the face one's here. This is not comfortable moving around. As Eric says, his thumbs are crashing all over the place. I don't know how he holds his thumbsticks. That's weird in the first place. But this, I'm done with them.
Both of them are out of here.
This is the gold standard. The scuff. I love the paddles. Love the scuff design. Bacon doesn't like it as much, but I love how you can easily get to 4. So I'm done with it.
I got a scuff right here.
Oh, I'm actually
playing
thinking
last
about
night.
getting that one. So
It's actually super good.
DualSense Edge, I'm done edging. It's done.
Time. Now
I'm
install
over
that
it.
PS5 and let's be done with it.
Oh, don't. We'll talk about that later, Bacon. Because if I swear to God, if Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't 60 FPS on the PS5 Pro, I'm gonna be so angry. You have no idea. Joining me as always is at Chipotle Bear Medic. Bzzzt. Chipotle, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm not gonna lie. Tired. It's been a great week. Not tired for bad reasons, but just tired. Trying to like balance work and having the fun stuff in life. That's why we work hard so we can play hard. But I actually got to game a little bit this week. We'll talk more about that later. And some cool shows I've been watching. I'm sure me and Bacon can talk about one a little bit later, which is dope. But happy to be here, man. Yeah, exactly. Thursday night's Happy Place. So welcome everybody. Happy Thursday.
Man, Jose even sounds tired, you guys. That's how I know he's struggling over there. And joining me as always, Game Positive Dan is the biggest pony in this. Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean I like the DualSense, Eric, because the DualSense sucks. I am the biggest Sony pony. That is true, but DualSense sucks. I'm actually considering getting an offset stick one, like you suggested. But my PC is glorious too, said X Bacon Gaming.
Yeah, I finally got that motherboard installed, and I put a contact frame in and removed the socket so I could put the contact frame in. That was a little nerve-wracking because pins are very delicate. And this is the first time in my PC gaming adventures that I have built a PC and absolutely nothing went wrong. But it's just like when you're doing a home improvement at home and you make your first trip to Home Depot and you're like, I got everything I need. And you come home and then you're like, 8 minutes later, you're like, I got to go back to Home Depot. Well, I had to go back to Micro Center because I found out that they had the Strimmer light cables for my CPU supplemental power, and now I have Strimmer lights everywhere, gentlemen.
Bacon, that's like not a short drive for you either. Like that's not a close drive.
But they didn't have them when I bought all my old Strimmers, and then I just happened to see it and said, well,
can you turn the camera around and let us see?
I could get,
Whoa, there it is, guys. The
Goodness
godlike.
gracious. Hey,
these
Grayson,
top lights.
Grayson, take it
These
in.
top lights right here are the new ones. That
Grayson,
go
who do you
up
like?
for
Whose PC do you like better, Bacon's black and gold one or mine?
Oof.
Daddy's.
Oh,
Of course.
But he
what a
thought about it
lover.
though.
Hey,
He thought
Grayson,
about it
hey,
though.
show him
He's
your
like,
teeth. Look at
listen.
his front teeth, you guys. Grayson, wait, go like this. Like this. He had lost his front tooth.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Nice, Grayson.
Turning into
Congrats,
a big
buddy.
boy. Now get up. Go on, get up.
Yes, I
And
didn't have
joining
to.
us-
I didn't have to delete anything off hard drives or anything. Everything. I didn't have to re-download a single thing. And it just
How many
worked.
drives do you actually have plugged in? I know how many
3.
you can have. You have 3.
I have 3 and I have room for 4 more.
What's your total terabyte storage right now?
6.
Okay,
And
respectable.
I'm gonna try to get to 12.
And joining us as always, Battlefield is back, baby.
Bobby. Mm.
Woo! So update on I had how many? I don't know. I was gonna say raise your hand. I don't know if that'll work. Other than Jose, I doubt if there's a single person in here or listening who has been at the same job, same building for as long as I have. This is my 16th.
Jose clearly has
Pretty
been there
good.
longer than you.
Like as soon as
Not that clear. Like,
Like a year, right?
Anyway, 16 years at the same job, same building. Love it. Good stuff. I found a new bathroom yesterday. Dang. In my
Not
school
new,
building.
not new, unfound.
An unfound, unused, glorious, clean, spotless, smells fresh. I don't know how to describe it to you if you don't really care about bathroom usage throughout the day. What I discovered yesterday was better than like the moon landing. It was better than who were those guys, Lewis and Clark, and whatever they found. This was the greatest
West
thing.
Coast?
Yes, deja vu. Yeah, and it is complete with everything. It's secluded, so I can make as much noise as I'm inevitably gonna make. And I just can't tell you how amazing it was to start the year like that.
Just
Guess what
don't
happened
tell your
today?
secret. Someone found it.
someone else found
He
it.
spent 10 minutes in the toilet.
What?
It was locked
Oh,
Oh, they knew.
all day long.
That means you guaranteed that someone knew you used it. And they were like, "What the?"
My only assumption now is that it was a couple.
The word
of
got out. You
facilities
started
guys.
to tell everyone.
I
You
did
started
not
to tell
tell
counseling.
anyone,
And now
no.
everyone's using
No,
it.
me and
Put it on
Shannon
the
and Lana
Slack
are the
channel.
only ones that know. And
You take a blood oath on that?
We're gonna tomorrow. Yeah, it's a good idea, Jose.
We don't
I'm
have
telling
bidets
you,
in America, Eric.
I have bidets on all my toilets.
I only have bidets at home at my.
What have
yes.
you been doing? I
I
love
was thinking
bidets.
about it.
You can't go back. It's the dirtiest thing ever. to
Here,
just
wait, no,
use
a funny
TP.
story about that, Chance. So they had a bidet, and when we were in Hawaii,
Yeah,
I kind of liked it.
kind of liked it. I
Kinda.
love it. It's the only way to live.
Absolutely.
But so anyway, so
But does it really do extra cleaning? No, or am I doing it just to get a little
Absolutely.
Of
What are you
course
talking?
it does.
Absolutely, it does.
have
Have
you
you
ever
ever, like,
taken a shower versus just been like,
Oh,
Have you ever
Chance,
hosed off
Chance,
your driveway
Chance,
with
there
the-
are
with the
times
hose?
when you go to the bathroom, I'm like, I gotta go straight into the shower. I know how that is. So yes,
So you're
it's not the same.
Proving my point for me. Anyway, I am convinced that
Eric, that's
I
a
was
great pull.
someone clearly whoever has access to lock this thing.
3 shells.
I went 3 times to check today because I was in the neighborhood. It's near my supervision duty. So if you go to Gateway or you listen to this, and you can find out where my supervision duty, and maybe that'll give it away.
Dang
I
it,
still don't even
Nissa.
think it will. I don't think it will give it away. They must have been like, wow, this thing clearly has been entered. They just knew. They could smell musk. Like I didn't even.
The Chipotle bandit is back. They knew.
They knew.
Dude,
They
and
knew
I
it
didn't
was
even
used.
do anything unruly in there
You flew too close to the sun
last
boy.
night.
Yeah.
I did.
Classic
Icarus.
Icarus
I
over
did,
here.
Yeah.
and I'm considering.
Eternal
I'm gonna go
Icarus.
back tomorrow, and if it's like that again tomorrow, I'm gonna go to our facilities manager and be like, Eduardo, dude,
Yeah, what's going on, dude?
I figured it out, but like, help a brother out, man. Come on.
Well, thank you for that long story about the new toilet at Gateway High School. Appreciate that, Bubble Boy. Guys, let's jump into Xbox news for the week, Jose.
News team, assemble!
Man, everyone says we're so old. Oh God,
We are. It's great.
We're seasoned. We have experiences.
we're not seasoned. We're not seasoned gaming age yet, thank God. Well, you are.
It's true.
I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I'm just so sick of
Sean Layden.
talking about the same stuff over and over again. Who put this article in here? News story, of course. Fucking timestamps.
Hey,
Timestamps.
we're early in the show, bruh. We got this.
John Peters, we were there when the Atari was out. No, I wasn't. Or Jason. No, I wasn't. Jason.
Bacon was. Right?
I don't know the Atari. My first ever console playing. Ains got to Hogwarts for his 91st.
I played on a 2600.
See, I don't know anything about that. I played Duck Hunt and Super Mario Brothers. That was it for me. That wasn't my first console. My first console was SNES. Guys,
Same.
I was thinking about this. Do you know how old, like, the 360 is now? Mm-hmm. 20 years old. The 360 is the same as, like, when we were talking about Nintendo when we were playing the 360. Let that sink in. The glory days of Xbox. God, we're all going to die soon. News story number 1. Sean Layden shits on Game Pass is the title here. Take it away.
I mean, right there, I could go to any one of the different quotes in here. I don't even know which one upsets me the most, and it's why we titled our show, like, because he said Game Pass ruins game development. I can't find that exact quote here because I thought maybe Daniel was going to talk a little bit about it. As I'm looking for it, he basically is saying Game Pass, is it healthy for the developer? And I have to think for someone like Expedition 33, that game was going to get found out either way, whether it was on Game Pass or not. But it got found out a whole lot quicker because of Game Pass. How many developers have weighed in on this? How many developers are out there that made money that they probably wouldn't have otherwise because Microsoft is giving them money, right? Microsoft isn't like, hey, is that a game over there?
Exactly.
It
They are getting paid.
Hey, you that game goes over there. Guess what? Not anymore. It goes here. That's not what's happening. They're not strong arming companies into this. They might be not giving them the top dollar for it, and maybe that you start running into like some monopoly stuff. But I don't like this. I certainly don't
Chance,
like.
to be fair, let me read the quote he also said. I'm not a big supporter of the Netflix of gaming idea. I think it's a danger. I mean, look what happened to music. Okay.
Yeah,
So he's
people
making-
stop going to concerts. Is that what he
happened to
said?
music?
Well, that was his
Music.
argument,
Well,
though, Chance.
Spotify.
I go to
is-
concerts 3 to 10 a year.
Nobody's buying music anymore. People just pay
because
for the
who has
subscription.
something
Somehow
to play
Taylor Swift
physical
keeps making
media?
$1 billion.
But she's making it on
Who
concerts.
has
She's
anything
not
to
making
play
it from-
physical media? Like, what are we doing
Back-
here?
Okay,
Dan-
but
Dan
I'm more,
finished the
I-
quote.
Okay, but I mean, I thought I did finish the quote. That was basically he said, Spotify. What is that? It's $15 a month or something, but virtually no one buys music anymore. The problem with gaming is all we have is the launch. That's it. No one wants to pay money to come into the studio and watch people code. I'm more concerned about what he's
Were
saying.
people doing
Chance,
that before?
Right.
that gaming is it making like developers? What was the word
He called
said?
it. He said
Like
God,
Slave wage.
Slave wage,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't
which
know. I
I
think-
don't understand.
I don't think he has a point there. I think in general that is gaming right now. To be perfectly honest, we
And
were
that's not
talking about
Game
this.
Pass's fault.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking about that in our Discord, and shout out to Todd Oxford, who's very concerned about the state of gaming and how he wouldn't encourage anyone to get into it. And it's very volatile and unpredictable. And I agree, and we're chasing all these trends. But as far as Game Pass being the worst thing in the world,
Oh, look at Eric's there. Sorry,
Eric, 3 million plus people saw Expedition 33 at the Xbox showcase. 500K watched the trailer on Xbox YouTube channel. What was Sandfall's marketing budget again? It was 0. Wow, that's a great point. So thankfully to Game Pass, like you were saying, Chance, it got marketed. So keep going. Yeah, close your thoughts. And we'll
I
talk about
would
it.
love to, like I said, I'd love to hear his one of his last things. Is it healthy for the developer? ? I'd love to hear from the developer because I don't think, and maybe I'm wrong, I've heard some out there like boycotting. We refuse to put our games on Game Pass because, gosh darn it, they make us no money. No, here's your money. We just gave you this money. Oh, by the way, if people love your game, they're going to go out and buy it again. Insert Daddy D Wally, right? How many times have you bought a game that you have access to on Game Pass that you didn't necessarily have to buy somewhere else, but you did anyway? I have. I know you
Expedition
have.
33. I just did.
And maybe
and I
we're-
regret that.
exactly. You
Should've
regret
played
that.
Should have played
Guess
it on
what?
Game Pass.
So did they not make that money because you regret that?
No. I think you're right.
Exactly.
I think what Layden is saying is that it, or I guess he's not saying. I think he's saying for like Xbox first party studios, these big AAA games, they have to keep producing to feed Game Pass. Whereas your example, which is a good one, Expedition 33 and other smaller developers, they greatly benefit. They see the value in Game Pass because it gives an audience and it gives that word of mouth and it gives the marketing that it would not have otherwise gotten. So before I throw it over to Bacon, let's go with Jose. Jose, what do you think about I'm so tired of talking about Game. Like, either get Game Pass or don't. I don't care at this point, Jose. Like, who cares? Either buy your games or don't. It's not for everyone, and that's what I appreciate about Xbox is that it is an option, and it is also an option on PlayStation. We forget PlayStation Plus, whatever stupid naming convention it is,
But
has
why
a
doesn't he
good
talk about it
library
here?
of game.
Because
Well,
he's
you know why. You know why, Chance. You know exactly why.
Former chairman.
Nope.
Chairman.
You know why? Because Xbox. You have to trash Xbox. You get the clicks. This is
That's what I'm saying.
Know
Yeah,
what
we're
they're.
saying the same thing.
Well, actually, he doesn't say Game Pass, does he?
He does.
Yes, he says
He
Game
does says
Pass
it,
all
he
the
says it
time.
later on, but he started with the Netflix idea of gaming. I mean, to be fair, but dude, these people know what they're talking about. But yeah, PlayStation Plus.
No, he doesn't.
Do it,
no,
does
he
he?
doesn't.
Jose, give me a fair and balanced thought on this, okay?
So I thought this was an interesting pass, and I'm going to play a tiny bit of devil's advocate here. What I thought was so interesting was that, to me, reading this, it felt very like I'm stuck in the past, and I don't know Sean Layden that well. Like, I wasn't following this enough. Luke, good to see you, buddy. But here's what I realized. Do you guys know when Sean Layden took over at Sony, or when he started at Sony? I should say, not take over. Do you know? Would you guess what year?
As head? It
No,
was
just what time he
during
started at Sony.
PS4.
20
I know he was.
1987.
Oh.
1987 is when he started at Sony.
Yeah,
Again,
so he's
not-
like
not-
Phil. He's a lifer.
So he is a lifer, but he also started his era in a time when his entire job was focusing on like a single game for a very long time. AAA is basically his career. And so with that context, I understand his frustration with this new model because it is the same thing that the music industry went through in the Napster era, right? And this is probably
It's
dating me
not,
quite a bit,
though.
but hang on. So his argument
I
is
don't-
like, when I was a kid and I wanted a CD on the card for our show this week has the Kazam CD where
Yep.
Shaq was the genie. I had that CD, and I remember going to Target, and I know exactly, Dan. You're absolutely right. I deserve that. And I was like, I want the Kazam CD for one song, but I had to go to Target and I had to pay like $22 for that one song because buying a single song was like not an option in that era, and it took. I know Dan's going to hate this, but it took Apple creating iMusic, right, where you could buy a song for $1, and it revolutionized the industry, but it also really pissed off a lot of music artists, right, because they were making a ton of money off of media. And I understand his point of like going to concerts is another frame of revenue, that video gaming doesn't have that. But I think that's what feels so disruptive about this change to subscription services is that part of the problem is there's just too many games. And I know we say that jokingly on the show,
true.
but from a market perspective, from a financial perspective, that's a huge problem, right? It's crazy to think that like you can be a developer and put years of your life and lots of your own money and time into a game, and it can amount to nothing. It can also blow up, right? There are examples of that. Balatro, Stardew Valley, Expedition 33. There are those examples of really people just having an amazing idea and executing well, and it just catches flames. But there are also thousands of others that don't. And so what's really frustrating, and I think what is the point of what Sean was trying to say, and I think it's getting a little misconstrued, is he's saying it's not inspiring to be a developer when you understand that you could be basically making what he is calling like shovelware for a subscription service. Now, again, that's not how I view it. I'm grateful for Game Pass because I also am really... I care about my money, right? Like I want to know that when I buy a game that I'm genuinely interested. And so it's frustrating when I buy a game and I don't really like it because I'm like, oh, like that sucks. I could have spent $40 on something else. And even though $40 isn't like the end all be all of my financial situation, that's what's so nice about subscription stuff, right? Is I try a game on Game Pass. If I don't like it in 5 hours, cool, I play something else. It's very low risk for me for a low entry cost, right? And that's the part I think that is interesting about what he's saying. And I'm not saying I agree with him. I'm saying I think I understand what he's trying to say. The only person I know that's like a legitimate developer in this world, I know two. I know Ains, I know Eric, and they're not game developers, so that's a little bit unfair. But Eric has talked to us, and he's in the chat right now, about like it's scary out there, right? And like this disruption is part of that creative industry. We were talking
speaking
about
of
that in the
disruption,
chat.
will you bring up Pomps' quote? Boys, I'd argue free-to-play games has ruined it more than Game Pass has.
I agree with you, Pomps, 100%. But I think that we've talked about this before. The Fortnites, right? Which there's a couple of others like that. That is so hard to match at this point. Like it's just that is such its own unique beast, right? But everyone else that wants to make and sell games, it's this very, very delicate balance, right? And it got even weirder with things moving to like $80 a game, right? I think again, not about us, but about children. Because even though we probably spend more per capita as an adult, kids don't have the money. They don't want to spend the money. They'd rather play the free game. And so how do you constantly combat? That's hard. There's a lot of thoughts, but that's where I went.
Will you pull up Nissa's comment from a while ago though too? And if you can't find it, it's okay. What she said was, it's not Netflix, it's like Amazon Prime. And Nissa's exactly right. That's the difference. So if it was Netflix, what it would mean is
What's the difference?
Listen,
You can't buy
that
it.
would mean Xbox and Microsoft would only put out Game Pass,
Yeah,
and
you can
that
buy
is it.
stuff on
And if
Amazon
you
Video.
wanted
point.
Oblivion, the only way you could play Oblivion is if you did it on Game Pass, and that's just not the case. And these developers, they're putting it out on just like Expedition 33. It went on Game Pass. You could still buy it on Xbox. You could buy it on PlayStation. You could buy it on Steam. That is completely different than Netflix, because I couldn't watch Happy Gilmore 2 unless I had a Netflix account.
Yeah, but that goes back to exclusives.
Thanks.
Before I throw it over to Bacon, someone had a quote. Todd said he's bored of this because we talk about Game Pass a lot, and I don't blame you.
No,
I am too.
Todd wants to talk about his new arcade.
Todd, so here's the thing. I'm still on the fence about Game Pass overall. I think it is a good option, but I think maybe what Sean is trying to say is that it shouldn't be the only option for Xbox, and that
It's not.
and I know it's not, but Bacon. The problem with Game Pass and Xbox is they are one together. Like they're
conjoined.
yes, they are. Xbox's Game Pass now. Like
good
that's
use of that
literally
word.
the only differentiator between an Xbox and any other console. So I think maybe that's what he's trying to say, is that maybe Xbox is too into it. And I'm still at the point, you guys, where it's like, I don't. Todd hates Xbox. That's true. I enjoy Game Pass, but I don't know if it jacks up the price, you guys.
Here's
I don't know if I utilize it enough. And like, it's getting to the point, like it goes back to what Jose said, and we've been saying this since we started the podcast. We only have so much time, and I just think that there's so many games, and it's not like music. It's not like Netflix. Games take a big commitment, whereas crap TV shows and music can be short hits that don't require so much time investment. So I'm still conflicted about. I love Xbox. I have a gaming PC. I'm still conflicted about the overall long-term not even economics, just viability of Game Pass. I don't know if that's really the future. I think it goes back free to play and people just buying their 1 or 2 games a year. Oh gosh, shut up, Luke. Luke said Dan will be off the fence once call and last time meeting him, tell him that is so
true.
whack, dude. God, I'm so sick of this. Is why I don't support your Patreon, Luke. Because of your smart ass comments. Go ahead, Bacon.
That's the reason.
Bacon. So before I throw it over to you, I think Sean actually has some great points sometimes. I think he's right on the money sometimes. I think he did great things actually for PlayStation. Sure. This is a little off for him. Bacon, closing thoughts on this whole thing.
I just want to start by saying, does anyone else find it worrying that Sean Layden has absolutely never spoken about the company he works for? Sean Layden comes on
probably
every
like an
single,
NDA.
He comes on every single one of these shows and news clips just to talk shit about Xbox, and he never mentions he works for the Antichrist of gaming.
He did
in Tencent. He doesn't work there anymore.
I don't know. Oh, I see. What
He
you're
works
saying.
at
Still, I don't
Tencent.
know.
I'm pretty sure he does.
Somebody get on LinkedIn.
Eric was saying.
Todd.
So I
Somebody
just
get on LinkedIn.
I don't know why he's got such a hate boner for Xbox. I'll never understand it, but everyone else does. So streaming is not
I agree, Diego.
streaming's not the way, right? So explain to me why Paramount Plus just signed up the UFC fights to be streamed on Paramount Plus, but streaming's not
That's
the right
not the
way.
same.
It is the same.
No,
You could either buy.
it's
You used to be able to buy it from cable. I used to be able to get ESPN Plus. I used to be able to get this. It is now the home is going to be on Paramount Plus. Streaming's not the future. Remember how we used to get on our cable box and rent a movie straight from our cable
We're
box?
back to it. Now we're just paying for different subscriptions.
He's right.
Instead of watching it through the cable box,
is-
we're
he's
paying
right
it through the internet.
We cut the cord to pick up.
Yeah, we
the-
cut the cord.
That's
to
true.
go to
I
the
got like
Ethernet
I got like
cord.
15
Yeah.
subscriptions, but
And Red Zone, yes, Deja Vu. That one sucks.
Oh my god!
You
But
gotta-
you know what? At least we get to
over-
choose. I
hop
don't.
over
That
to
sounds
Waiver
crazy.
but
Wire.
we're paying more for less ads.
You're right. But we're choosing. That's the
Yeah.
that's the
You
false
can
different
choose for
choice.
more.
We're
you can-
not choosing
Hold
though,
on.
and that's what. Hold on, no, time out. We're not.
And we had
choosing.
DVRs to skip
And
the ads.
The NFL is about to
Bacon
do
still
it.
has a DVR.
How many
Yeah.
games are on Netflix this year that I won't be able to watch unless I buy Netflix? That is not how Game Pass works. There is not, or is there? Is there a single game that is only available on Game
Only they have not done an exclusive Game Pass only
Like
game, but
Game
some
Pass
people would argue
exclusive.
that they should to make more people buy into
Maybe.
the service.
Maybe, but until they do, you don't get to shit all over them like Sean Layden gets to. That's all I'm saying.
Anything else,
completely
Bacon?
lost my. But I'm just. He talks about the slave wages or whatever
Yes.
the benefit
Which we
package
really
is at
didn't talk
Microsoft. I work for slave wages, and I go to my job every day because I have to put food on the table and I have to have job freaking security. Now, if they're paying on a pay structure where if your game hits, say, I don't know what, Vampire Survivor or Expedition 33, which has been our example, then you get these huge bonus structures and you're like, cool, we made a great game. We got all these bonus structures. Your game doesn't hit. How much do they get paid? Microsoft has a salary and a base pay that they pay their employees every month to come in and do
Yeah.
a job, just like the rest
That's-
of us.
Yes, that's a great
So,
point. These
yeah,
people
so
are
talk
choosing
about
to
these
come and
bonus-
get
right.
paid.
They're not just making minimum
They're
freaking
not-
wage here, people. I would take the job security over the chance of every 7 years we release a game
But
my game hits or misses and I lose all my bonus structure.
That's kind of the problem though, Bacon, is that you just said it. There is no security, I feel like, in gaming these days. And this
Right.
goes back
The
to
whole
what
industry
Diego
wide.
was saying,
Yes.
is that we should be more concerned in general about the gaming industry and not necessarily game. I agree. Let's just close this all off right now. Game Pass, for better or worse, has caused so much controversy and
Clicks. It's caused a lot of
clicks
clicks.
and changed gaming industry as we know it. And we're all to Xbox's credit, we talk about the industry talks about Game Pass a lot. So I will just say that it goes back. It's an option. Game Pass is an option. You can either subscribe or don't, or buy your 2 games, or play your free-to-play games. I'm more concerned, like what Diego said about gaming in general. I think that is a bigger problem. Let's close off. This is great comments over there. What was it? Was I supposed? What were you laughing at? Game Positives, Eric? What were you laughing
No, my
Bees.
boy B.
at? I make less than Bacon. I don't want to hear it. We all do. Okay. Eric said
think
it's a sad
we
day
do.
for any dev team when Phil shows up with the Gears Lancer and forces them to put their games on Game Pass against their will at gunpoint. Exactly.
They take the bag. They take the security. Microsoft helps fund a lot of these games that might
Yes.
not even see the light of
And
day.
we do hear a lot of praise for Game Pass for smaller studios. Bacon's wife works for that is based as well. Deja Vu got him.
Actually, I get
All
cash
right.
back on my Apple card for.
Let's
everything I
move
buy.
on. You have an Apple credit card? Oh,
Absolutely, I have
my-
an Apple
oh,
credit
my
card.
You- they
Get a
Apple
Capital
Pack.
One Venture so you can travel for free. My God, it's paid for
buy
all of our
computer
trips to
parts.
Pennsylvania. Literally,
Deja
we don't
vu.
pay for airfare from that.
Get it right. She bought the Godlike. He bought the 5090.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's not talk about the.
Moving on to news story number 2, and this is just going to be a quick one because I know. Actually, I'll save that for the end. What's going on with Gamescom? Somebody tell me. 1,500
Big presents.
again. Too many games. A Gamescom. I don't understand this whole thing. I've never understood Gamescom. It seems like an afterthought compared to E3/Keighley Fest now. I have never understood what the appeal is and how hundreds of thousands of people go there every year. Who wants to take over about Gamescom?
There's demos
I don't
there.
care.
There's companies showing their wares, and it's in Europe, so it's good for all these guys. I don't know why you'd hate on it.
Well, I would.
Tokyo Game Show maybe, but
I'll put
this-
out there first. I don't know what a meter is.
Yeah, what is Celsius?
Square meter.
Eric, we need your
Eric,
many-
Eric keeps telling us
How
it's
big
like
is that in a
23
real
degrees and
Let's not. Our measurements.
Canada,
are
and I'm like,
wrong.
what is he talking about?
233,000 square meters. That could
Have
be
you
as big
paid
as my
attention to a
basement,
tape measure, dude? Nothing about
or
a tape
like a
measure
football
makes any
field.
sense.
I don't know.
Shout out to Gentlestone. Sorry you're late. Dan hates Europe. After I can do it. No, I've never been. Actually.
does hate
probably
Europe.
never will. I'll probably never will go.
Dude, I think Gamescom is awesome. It's another fan event for people who can't fly over here for E3. And it's the industry, and it's so much stuff there. It's almost an E3. So why would you hate on
the
that?
show floor will a record high, like Bubble Boy was saying, 233,000 square meters. What does that
I don't
even
even know how
mean?
much that
All
is
right,
in real
Eric. What?
space.
3.28 feet. Who's got time to measure
Eric just
that
made that
crap?
up.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I don't
He's
even
probably
know.
right, I think.
I don't even know when Gamescom is.
It's because you don't live over
August,
there.
it's August 19th. It's literally
August
down
9th. That's
further
okay.
in
Here's the news,
article.
you guys. Gamescom starts with opening night live with, of course, Jeff Keighley. August 19th. We'll report back then. Don't need to talk about this. Let's move on.
No, I
We
just want to
also
point out.
spelled
Hey,
meter wrong.
The reason I put this in here just very quickly, I didn't want it to be a long story, was that the host of it, and his name is at the beginning here. Sorry, and I'm going to probably
I just don't
mispronounce this.
get it.
I do apologize. Gerald Bose. He basically was talking about I wasn't in this article. I couldn't find the article, but he was saying it's really interesting because when E3 was a thing, basically the cadence was E3 was all the information and the shows and E3 and everybody loved it, but then basically Gamescom was the everything you saw, you can come play it with us. But since E3 has disappeared, right, they have Summer Games Fest, which is nice, but it hasn't quite replaced that, and so it's made Gamescom just absolutely explode. He's like, this is the biggest one we've set to ever have, and not that he's our favorite person necessarily, but its opening night is by Jeff Keighley this year. So again, in the world of gaming, it is growing, and you know what it makes me think of is that I would love to go to this to play the games.
No, you
I would
wouldn't.
I would absolutely
go to
hate
Germany.
being around the people.
Exactly. I was
And
just
it's
going to
not
say,
because I
Jose,
hate-
this is going to be a stinky,
God.
disgusting germ fest.
I wasn't even worried about the Germans, but that's fair, right? But
And
just
it's Jeff Keighley.
that many people in a space is going to be insane.
I
dude.
hear it's awful.
So, but
Nightmare.
I hope it goes well. I'm excited for what's going to come on the 19th. I always like the news,
ROG
and
Ally is gonna be there.
I'm hoping we're going to get that Ally, that price, and the release date and stuff. So I'm very excited. That's all I
Don't we know
wanted
the
to say.
release date? I thought it was like October.
Well, it's
16th.
rumored.
all
October
rumored.
16th.
Todd, tell us more about 2DCon in Minneapolis.
Oh, where's
Who goes to
Todd?
Minneapolis on purpose?
Special and schnitzel are all the worst you can
Spatzel.
eat. You can eat, and pretzels and beer and
Beer,
cheese
yeah.
and beer.
I-
Yeah, I have no problem
It's
with
got
going
me there.
to Germany.
I wanna go to Germany
Actually, I have no
wicked
reason.
bad.
Actually, I do not want to go to Germany. The more I think of what does
I
Germany
love Germany.
offer?
Germany's
Yes.
awesome.
Everything he just said. Go back and put that one up there. Spatzel, schnitzel, and all the worst you can eat, and pretzels and beer and cheese
And what's
beer.
that beer? Paulaner? Like, I
Oh
don't care
man,
about that
I'm
stuff.
all about Germany right now.
You know
Hell
they
yeah.
have more
Gamescom,
than
boys.
Paulaner in Germany. I just want to point that out.
Do they?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm
I've been
sure
there.
they do, bro.
The Hefeweizen or whatever, their wheat
All
beer.
you drink is those.
Germany
liquid
is
beer.
gorgeous.
You
I
drink
don't
like
believe you, Big
yeah.
Panda.
those seltzer beers.
I don't
wanna hear
believe
from
you guys. Germany overrated. If I was going to go anywhere in Europe, it would be Italy.
Castles, true. Panda's got a point.
And beer.
Guys,
Castles
let's
are
just
awesome.
save. I'm going to save this. We're going to end this right now, and we're going to save the Call of Duty one. Let's wait till the trailer drops next week.
Wait,
all
we're out of
We don't-
news
I
then.
don't want to talk about on speculation on the campaign. Let's wait till we see trailers. It's going to be announced. Let's get to the real news. News story number 3. Final news story for the week. Oh man, this makes me sad. RIP
Thank God.
to PUBG on old counts. It's one of the greatest if not the greatest battle royale ever made. Shout out to PUBG.
Negative.
Started it all, Bacon. You can make your ugly faces all you want.
Did PUBG start?
PUBG started the battle royale phenomena. We just should be thankful that
Did it?
PUBG exists. Yes, if it wasn't for PUBG, you wouldn't have got it in Fortnite, and if it wasn't in Fortnite, you wouldn't have gotten other games. We owe everything battle royale
actually
to
a
PUBG,
mod.
one of the best, most efficient, most fun, most tense moments.
It's actually
My
Gary's mod.
number one played by hours
Gary's
game
mod.
on Xbox Live. Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. Pay respect to one of the goats, Bacon.
No.
Hello, players. This is coming straight from PUBG Studios. Hello, players. Today, we'd like to share an important update regarding the PUBG console service. As mentioned in our 2025 roadmap, we've been preparing to transition PUBG console to current-gen consoles. Just pour one out for me, Bubble Boy. Starting November 13th, 2025, PUBG console will only be supported on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. We will be ending support for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. This is an end of an era, you guys. As much as Bacon hates PUBG, I don't know why.
There's
Again,
actually a mod from Arma that was the first battle royale. Learn your PC facts, homie.
And what game started all of this? Like, took off?
Arma.
No, it was PUBG. So here's the current transition to specs.
Oh, God.
Xbox Series X and S, or sorry, Series S will run at 1080, 1440, 30, or 1080, 60 FPS. Xbox Series S will run at 4K, 60 FPS. PS5, am I reading that right? PS5 is 1440, 60 FPS, so it's less than the Series X. And then the PS5 Pro will match the Series X at 4K, 60 FPS. And Series X and PS5 Pro will support, not even true 4K, dynamic 4K resolutions. Guys, unlike these haters, I appreciate PUBG and what it did for gaming. And I would argue that
What have they done since then, bro?
Jose, back me up a little bit. You had a little bit of fun, right? You had lots of fun. You don't prefer it now compared to other battle royales, but you can't tell me even Bubble Boy was in there as well on dropping into the battlegrounds.
I have no hate towards PUBG. I agree with Dan that I put in a lot of hours with him and Alan and Miggy sometimes, and I admire the charm sometimes. My biggest frustration is that the controls are not tight like most modern battle royales and like COD and stuff, even Battlefield. I don't like that. Like, I don't like that it feels like there's a delay between what I'm doing and stuff. But that's not something that can be fixed. And I think as they sunset some of these, Logan said exactly perfect for me. It's clunky movement. It makes me feel like something's wrong.
But what about the shooting, Jose? It was militaristic.
Yeah, very realistic. It was the first game that I played as a battle royale. So like the first time I was in that loading screen and everyone's in like their underwear and I was like, what the hell is happening? Like that was a very memorable moment for me. And like I love that we all have Alan's like Korean dance, so we all like go dance in our outfits and I'm shirtless and stuff like that. I do have an affinity for this, but I also would agree to some degree with Bacon that like it's time to update it a little bit. Like the charm only lasts so long, and while I'm not saying it's dead, PUBG has 700,000 plus users, even though Eric thinks most of them are on
somebody
Chinese
get on
phones
Steam charts right now.
at this point. I do think it's time for them to bring that into kind of a newer era and genre, especially with the new COD, especially with Battlefield. I think it's got to do something different. But I'm not going to hate on PUBG. I definitely had lots of hours of fun on PUBG.
Captain Logan said, "We're playing games, not training for Desert Storm." God, you're such a boomer. Nobody knows what Desert Storm is, Logan. Pumps, doesn't PUBG hold the Steam record for concurrent players? Korea is still holding PUBG down, said FR8 conductor. Bubble Boy, I know you enjoyed PUBG as well. Come on. Okay,
Listen.
we can all agree. Movement clunky, but Bubble Boy, when we got into those last tense, 3-squad, third-party situations, you're a top 10 situation, you felt that heart.
What my fondest memories were playing with you and Pony, and I can just
getting into the hype zone on Mixer, Bubble Boy.
I can just picture vividly
What's a mixer?
me and Daniel trying to get to the right part of the zone, and then Pony just flying through in one of those little orange cars, right?
like literally flying through. Like
Literally, yes, like over a hill, flying through, not giving a shit about anything that's going on, I will admit I had fun. Is it a good game? Not at all. I had fun because I was playing with you guys.
Yep.
It had nothing to do with the game, I don't think. I can also remember trying to figure out how to like just switch guns. I was like, why can't I switch guns right? Why can't I reload easily? I understand.
It was made for mouse and keyboard first. Okay.
Great. I understand it's probably unrealistic to just hot swap and stuff, but I don't care. I'm playing a video game. So I don't know. You're right. I shouldn't have given all the looks, but shout out to you and Pony, not the game.
Okay.
Fair.
Bacon. Yeah, fair. But do you have anything to say to pay your respects to PUBG?
So, like four GPU generations ago, when Mike said to me, "Hey, bro, there's this new game out on Steam. It's called PUBG Battleground. I'm not sure you're gonna like it. You should try it." And I tried it. I said, "Hey, I do kind of like it." But that was 4 GPU generations ago.
We're talking.
I'm pretty sure I
What
played
were you
this on
rocking
my,
At the
then?
26.
I played
2090s?
this on my 1080. So
It
I'm
still
just
looks and
saying,
runs great. Ask Bob.
No,
Some
it
of the best sunsets in
it's
any gaming.
jank, bro. That game
Speaking
is
of that,
jank,
guess
bro.
T-Bone is playing Expedition 33 on a 1660 right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So my point is, hey, PUBG, I know you made money. Let's create a new
You can
game.
s-
It's not like you're doing a story and this big long cut scenes and you need a bunch of voiceover or a bunch of mocap. How has there not been PUBG 2? How is PUBG 2?
Well,
Not
supposedly,
two, just
Bacon,
an
they're
upgrade.
supposed to like upgrade it, and it's supposed to be
They
be
haven't
coming.
done it, bro.
Yes, we still play PUBG. And Palm said PUBG is the GOAT. LOL to haters. You're right, Palms. PUBG
play
is one of
some
the
now.
best ever. Okay, so here's the thing, Bacon. What if PUBG had a better buyback system? I think that's why Jose doesn't like it as much, because we're so used to being able to get bought back into the game quicker. They added the blue chip thing, which again goes back to PUBG a little
It was
janky,
okay.
right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
janky.
that was a nice
It's a
add.
pain in the butt. But if we just modernized it a little bit, could I get you back in?
Yes.
Sure. But here's the thing. I am so glad that someone is finally, and so I'm going to give them their credit.
Yes,
They're
thank
finally
you.
shutting
That
off
is-
last
yes.
gen.
Great
The
point.
anchor around the gaming industry is the VCR Xbox that this game will still play on. Like, let's get
That's a
rid of
great
this.
point.
Let's
Well, fun
cut
fact-
last gen and be done with it.
Without looking it up right now, what is the minimum card you can use to play this right now? Any guesses?
Oh God, probably 970.
Yeah, 970.
962 gigabyte.
Right.
You can still
2
play it.
gigabytes of VRAM will play this game. Come on.
That's the same as the Series X, Bacon.
No, it's not. Series
No,
S
it's not.
stomps a 960. And that's my point I was trying to make with all my sarcasm is I played this game a real long time ago, 4 GPU purchases ago. Let's update this damn game. Let's move on. Let's get some modern mechanics in it.
Yes.
And let's go. I did enjoy it.
But
Back
here's
in
the thing, guys.
2015. When did that come out? 2017?
2017 when it came to Xbox Series,
God,
Xbox
it's
One
almost
X.
10 years old.
Okay, guys. Let me just one more idea. I
here we
think
go.
we like. I don't think it's the movement. I think it's just that's what gives it its feel and charm. Is that it feels
That makes me delete it.
slower, older. I tried, you guys. Pomps, I'm
That's
trying.
what makes me
I
delete it,
still
bro.
like PUBG. I will defend it. So will Miso Pony. He will still stream PUBG to this day. I still remember some of the best gaming moments besides Battlefield, multiplayer wise, was in PUBG top 10 situation. That circle is closing. That heart rate is up.
Same as
Nothing
in
has come
Warzone. It's the
close.
same as in
Like the
I think
retro
it's so
style.
hard.
Pink Panda.
It's so hard to outrun the circle in PUBG. Like I feel like in other battle royales, if you can get past that line, you're pretty
Unless
safe.
you were in
and
Car
you're-
with Pony.
but in PUBG, you're slower. Like you're to get there, and then you have to
running.
keep moving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah.
get a vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's. That was great. Let's go. Let's do some nerd chat shout outs, Jose. Shout out about the Civ 7 give. By the way, I'm still mad at you guys for telling me to draft that. Still incredibly mad that we drafted.
To be
That
fair,
was our
all the other
third-
Civs have
guys,
done
that
very
was
well.
our third draft pick. Let that sink in.
What was the other options at that point? Do you remember?
Way better games.
You're
I could tell
assuming
you,
that.
but I'm not. I guarantee.
Sorry, we're sitting on Yotai. We're good.
We don't have Yote. What are you talking about?
Who drafted
We're,
that?
we're sitting on Metroid Prime 4. Still haven't heard anything about that either.
Yeah, we might want to get rid of that one.
Little Drummer Boys 0893 2 days
Well, hang
ago.
on, Dan. Let me
this
take
is
over
the
this one. Just-
emotional.
yeah, this is the giveaway. And so I this was from last week that I put these on here, but we actually have
Yes.
quite a bit more. But just a quick plug. I'm not going to make another short for this, but the giveaway does end. I think the 17th, so in 3 days.
Yeah, keep it going.
So if you're listening to this, if you know someone who wants a copy of Civ 7, shout out to Emotionless Taco. He's the one who hooked us up with the code for this. He's in the chat right now. Make sure you go find that short on our YouTube channel and comment about your favorite teacher. Just some real quick ones right there since we were here. Freight conductor, Mrs. Beal in 3rd grade. She was awesome. Would bring her acoustic guitar to play together. Dan shouted out basically our whole social studies department at Green Mountain. Mr. Bolton, Mr. Brovsky,
Shout
Mr.
out Bolton!
Mr. Bestis, Mr. Campbell, Mr. Tamborello,
Hey, you got to clip this and put this on Facebook for those geezers.
Mrs. Friedman.
Jose.
I'm sure they love being called geezers. And then Mr.
Boomers.
Martinez for social studies, which is
They are
great.
geezers now.
Little
Yeah,
drummer boy.
I also shout out Mr. Martinez. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
That's Jose.
I was never his teacher, though. Thank God. Shout out to Emotionless Taco. Obviously, I can't take the code, but thanks for the love. In 6th grade, my math teacher, Mrs. Stepler, rest in peace, was the best teacher I could ask for. She never gave up, stood up for us, always had a big
Nice.
smile on her face when you walked in. That's probably why he's a math teacher now, which is fantastic. Dredmond, my favorite teacher was Frau Gross, German high school teacher. She always had time to listen to our problems.
Wait.
Wizards was-
That's the real name? That's not the NME from
From
Wolfenstein?
Wolfenstein. I don't think.
I thought that was a joke.
I'll have to ask him tomorrow. I don't know.
Wizards
Dave,
with
come on.
Sticks. My math teacher in 1st grade, because she would always give me candy and let me nap through class because I finished my work before everyone else. Grim Renaissance, my favorite teacher was Science 1 in elementary school. She was so passionate that to this day, I love all things science because of her. Martin Hernandez, FE. I had a teacher in uni that was pretty smart but equally funny, so it was always given looking forward to his lectures.
College.
Easily my favorite teacher all around. Owen Scott A. Loved my chemistry teacher at high school, always pushing for our curiosity, and I like getting to do cool stuff in the lab. Michael Moleshay. I liked my calculus teacher in last years of high school. Thanks to that, I pursued a career related to math. And lastly, Diane Moranch. I love my arts teacher in middle school and got to make some cool stuff with paintings and even clay. I hold those memories fondly.
Shout out the power of teachers, you guys. Shout out to
And,
all those
school
great
starts for
teachers,
us.
minus Luke Lore.
Now, Chance is already there. I'll be there on Monday
Yes,
with
starts,
Bacon's
man.
wife
We are
I've been there too. What are you talking
thick
about?
into it.
Been there.
and Dan.
Been there since July,
Been back since
mid-July.
Yeah, feels like we're
I've been
a
back
month
since
in.
before Bubble Boy. I don't want to hear it.
So again, Sunday it closes. So if you want that Civ 7 code, let it. And then we got an awesome code for Expedition 33 from Freight Conductor. And then we got some bonus codes after that. We'll
Yeah,
be doing
that's
it for
going
a
to be
couple
a big
weeks,
one.
which is
We'll have
great.
to do one for that
Gentle
a little bit.
Stone, I got to point this one out. My photo teacher, because he let me cut my other classes and stay in the dark room, we call that harboring fugitives, and I hate it. Let me tell you, that is not fair to the
I call
other
that
teachers.
Shout out to the
Elopement.
photo teacher for Gentle
It's-
Stone. Game
it's-
positive, Mrs. Lowry, grade 11. What the hell does that mean? 11th grade, you mean, Eric? 11th grade science.
Grade
She was a 10.
Half past.
Hammer Pound rounds, they buffed the mag capacity. All right, thanks for that update, Taco. Nissa Howard, my favorite teacher was my high school librarian. Nice. Dude, I hung out in the library all the time because I was
Does
so
librarian
cool at lunchtime.
qualify as a teacher?
Dan played Tetris on
Yes.
his calculator with Stelling
Yes.
all the time in the library. High scores.
Yes, we would link up our TI-83s and play Tetris against each other at lunch.
Yeah, but
Guys,
in
great.
Stone, I'm telling you, none of the other teachers liked that teacher. I can tell you right now, if they were harboring fugitives, he was not well liked by his colleagues.
Who cares? Let the kids level little, am I right, Jose? Let's move on to what have we been playing? Actually, I can't say that. Jose's principal now. Playing and or watching. This is where I moved our thoughts to the Battlefield 6 beta impressions. I'm going to go to Bubble Boy first because Bubble Boy, he plays the least amount of FPS games with us. He always is
I
like, yeah, I'll play with you
tried.
guys. Never shows up.
Yeah.
He even said he's going to play the beta with us. Never showed up.
I
We were
I
even
played
online.
it.
No. He was on Assassin's Creed. I saw when we said we were getting on. He was still on Assassin's Creed when we were all playing
Maybe it was
together.
just paused.
No.
So go ahead, Bubble Boy. What did you think of the
Oh, I
Battlefield
loved it.
6 beta?
I absolutely loved it. And I ran over and had to tell T-Bone to come over and try it. And of course, he threw the controller on the ground and picked up the mouse and keyboard and was
Oh,
like,
man.
yeah, I tried. I have tried. He brought me a real keyboard and I've tried.
The
It's
movement
just,
sucks, huh, Bubble Boy? I just can't do it.
No.
I can't get used
So
to it.
bad.
I
You
can't.
have to commit for like 4 days.
Yeah,
You
Bacon
had
said
to
it took him
committed to
like 4
controller
days
for
straight
40
all
years.
day.
I know. And
once
so
you
anyway,
commit-
my impressions are, and Jose nailed it with the bzz, like, I love it. It's Battlefield again. It feels like Battlefield. It is Battlefield. I'm so excited. I haven't done the $100 purchase yet, and I don't know why. I need to. I think I'll get it
Whoa,
on
whoa,
Steam,
whoa, whoa,
right?
whoa. No.
Why?
We hold the line. We do not pre-order this
Dan, did you
game
play the
until
2042
reviews
beta?
comes out.
Did you play the 2042 beta?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that was a hot
And it
mess,
was-
trash dumpster
No,
fire.
no.
This
is-
Hear me out.
Dang it.
Even Bacon's boy, oh no, it's Alex, was praising BF6, and he said in his video, "Do not pre-order the game yet."
You watch
Well, I don't
enough
care what
Alex
he
and stuff,
says.
right?
I've been watching
I-
him a lot. He's
I'm
hilarious.
telling you,
Alex
here's
is
what it
little
was.
shock commentary at times to be shock commentary.
Yes, but he also is smart.
He's funny.
About not pre-ordering. Nobody do it. We
Okay.
can't let Dice get away with it again, Bubble Boy.
Fine, I won't pre-order it.
I'm gonna pre-order.
I am too. And what I think the entire time, the whole time I was playing, I was like, I just wish I had my squad, because I was like, well, I'll go put a spawn beacon over here, and I was like, well, wait, no, because I did the spawn beacon, but now I need my medic, or I did my spawn beacon, but now I need to be an engineer and help this tank and stuff, and so I cannot wait to play with friends. I will be playing with friends. I will be getting in trouble for playing with friends, and it's okay.
Go to the rodeo, Chance. It's worth it.
Yes, you
Couple
gotta go to
hours,
the rodeo
and then you
once.
get to play. Just
Rodeos
throwing it
are-
out.
The
Rodeos are
honeydews,
already
bro. The honeydews.
But
No.
I'm glad you brought that up about needing a squad and having the different classes. That doesn't you got to have a medic. You got to have an engine. You really do. Like
I
it's
missed.
have to.
I
Like,
missed Chapeau on the
crush.
last night. I'm
Yeah.
like, I
Oh,
yeah.
really need a medic.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
played a little bit last night too. I played some Rush. Rush is back, boys. I do want to say, the one problem though, they need exactly game positive. I was just based game positive, Eric. They need to find a way for groups of more than 4 people to get in the same game together. Why is this so hard, you guys?
Well,
Why can't
they
EA do
can.
this? No,
It's still in
not
beta.
simple. It's not simple. I remember being able to do this. I swear we could do this, Bacon. Correct me if I'm wrong, in Battlefield 3, 4, Bad Company 2.
Well, yeah, 'cause we could have our
Why
own
is it
servers.
so hard to get more than 4 people? This is where COD has clearly dominated, because we never have it. We fill teams in Call of Duty with our squads. So, Bacon, give me your thoughts. I think you talked about it, right? Just
It
agree with me on this is a problem. With
It is
the
a problem
squads.
because I hate the other night when we're sitting around and Mike actually had to leave our party to go play with his buddy Jeremy, which I'm sure he's fine with, but you're just like, oh, I'm the 5th dude. So if you're not one of the first 4 to hop on and get in a party because ain't nobody going to kick somebody, you're kind of left out. That happened a lot when Warzone, when we had a group that we were playing with. You're like, oh, I'm the 5th. Battlefield's freaking awesome. I'm trying to create new and fun ways to kill things in Battlefield. I love the fact that if a dude's in a window, I can just blow the window up. And then he might kill me, and then I'm going to spawn, and I know he's going to be there again. And I'm going to send another rocket up his butt. I was trying to find ways and not even using a sniper rifle and putting my crosshairs over a dude that's way in the horizon, lobbing rockets at him. And when you get that chest hit with a rocket from range, you're just like, I'm God tier. Battlefield is so back. I love hanging out behind the tank and just repairing the tank.
Mhm.
While Miggy's slowly, he's a little slow. Miggy doesn't rush into anything. While we're just sitting back there repairing that tank, and he's at working it. I love it.
But those
I
stats
agree.
don't lie. His stats don't
No,
lie.
I was
though.
gonna say Miggy's like
Whoa.
top
I
10
agree.
in the world with
There
inside
should
a
be
tank at
10
one
player
point.
parties or at least 3 squads. You could do, I mean, separate us in the squads, but for spawning and stuff, but let us in the same server, same lobby,
Yeah.
same chat.
It doesn't make sense,
Like, it
especially because these are
shouldn't be this
massive
hard, right?
teams. It's not like Call of Duty with like 16 versus 16
Yeah,
or 8
64
versus 8.
people. Right.
Like, I don't
Let
get
us fill a server with 64 people on the same team. Just let us be on
Yeah.
the same team. Right? So, I will be pre-ordering the $100 version on Steam, I've decided.
Are you
Is
guys all playing
there-
on Steam? Or are you playing on EA? I'm just curious.
Steam.
Well, I
Steam.
launched through Steam.
I'm on
Yeah.
Steam.
Interesting. I'm on
But you
EA.
have to
That's
link your
interesting.
EA, so.
Okay.
I would
Um,
buy it on Xbox PC app if it has achievements, but it
Because
probably won't.
I haven't jumped on yet today. Are there new unlocks for this?
Yes, it's
section?
not. There's like 3. There's one for like capturing conquest points. There's one for getting rush points, and there's one for
Okay.
kills. It's not anything crazy, but they're
And can
continuing
you-
the ones you missed before. If you
So
didn't get
you
them, you
could-
can continue on.
I
Yes.
got the sniper one, which was the coolest one for sure. That hold the new skin for the recon class, and I got oh gosh, what was the close quarter assault kills one. I got that one too.
Yeah, you can still make
So-
progress on them.
Nice.
So,
That's good to know.
Jose, any other thoughts on the Battlefield? Did we talk about this last week? I can't remember.
Well, we barely we basically were all talking how we were excited and we had just touched base into it. I just want to say I had a great time. That's what I'm going to just say. Like, and I really was medic. I wasn't kidding about that. And I mean, my little scorecard thing that we got our report cards. I think that's some of the smartest thing. The stuff that EA is doing is
yes,
like
great.
I didn't get a
giving you
report
your
cards.
data. Check your email. Yes, you did. Guaranteed you did. And like it showed how many medic like revives I
I also
had.
shared it. Thanks for paying attention.
Yeah, it was like it was in our Discord and our chat. Thanks,
It
bud.
wasn't in our nerd chat.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was.
absolutely was. I assure
believe
you.
it was.
Who does it come from? EA?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Your email.
Well, I probably blocked them, but
Anyway,
Old strategy.
Um,
Cotton.
But it was great, man. You know, it was also really cool here, and this to anyone in the chat. Like Logan jumped in with us for one of the nights and played
Yeah.
with us. Miggy was back playing with us, and it's just this is exactly what's so nice about the modern era of Discord, and why it's really frustrating. Is like I don't necessarily care that we're not on the same squad of 8
Yes,
or 12.
correct.
I don't care if we were stuck in squads of 4, but to be in the same game, even on opposite sides, would be hilarious. You know what I'm saying? In a single game, but it was a blast, dude. Like I do think I know there were a lot of complaints about too many snipers. That's the game, man. People are going to pick what they want. You know, like I
yeah,
did,
and to
I
be
did
honest, sniping is kind of pointless in Battlefield. I'm sorry.
my biggest complaint, honestly, was the shotgun, which is everybody's complaint, and
They-
they've already
they
said they're
said
going
it's
to nerf
gonna-
it.
yeah.
But again, I think that's what's so nice about DICE and EA and all the companies doing this is like they clearly are listening to feedback and like they want to get this right so that the launch is super strong. I think that I think it's even cool to a degree that they're releasing modes each of the betas, like Rush is obviously this weekend, because they want to just test everything and really get that right. Like to me, this is doing it really, really well. So I'm excited, and I hope other companies follow this. That's
I
what
want
I'll
to bring
say.
up this great point that Diego said, and I actually, it ties into. I tweeted this out earlier. I saw this from Dexerto, and everyone's been talking about this. Battlefield 6's beta has beaten Call of Duty's all-time player record count on Steam. COD's peak is 491,000, while Battlefield 6 went well over 500k players for the beta. And I said, why can't both exist and both be fun? Everything just has to be a competition with Steam charts. And Diego said, where's the comment? I lost it now. Dang it, Diego. Can someone find it for me?
We'd
Which
have
one?
to get inside
I'm
your
still
head to
looking
know
for
what he's
this
asking.
email.
Anyway, De Niro said, I think it's great that Battlefield is getting lots of love, but what's the deal with the COD being dead takes?
Right.
I agree. There is
That's
a lot
hyperbole.
I think it's a combination of people are being really excited
Ponies.
for Battlefield. I think it's a combination of, to be honest,
Ponies.
Battlefield needs this. I don't think it's the Sony pony hate or it's because Call of Duty's owned by Microsoft / Xbox.
You don't?
I don't. I think it's just either way, it's going to be a good thing for Call of Duty. Competition is only benefits us, but at the same time, I'm with you, Diego. I'm so sick of it. Like I'm going to play both because I know that I'll get sick of Battlefield at some point and I'll want to play COD. And thankfully, COD is in Game Pass. One of the reasons I actually enjoy having Game Passes for the Call of Duties, and they're different games. Like Jose, like people forget. I saw some people talking about this on the internet in various forums, as like and podcasts saying like Battlefield does not play the same as Call of Duty.
No, not even close.
Not
Not
at all.
exactly. And like some people are either going to love how Battlefield plays or some people are going to be like, this sucks. Like I heard people saying like, this sucks. I'm going back to COD. Not everybody is going to love Battlefield, but like right now, I think it's just because it's like that it game that everyone's clinging on to. And I think even some of the streamers that we see who are praising it, they're going to be on it at launch. And then when Call of Duty comes out, you bet your ass they're going to be on Call of Duty, especially if it has like a cool war zone. And if the Battle Royale doesn't come out soon or doesn't take off on Battlefield, people are going to go back to Warzone. So, Bacon, closing thoughts on, the COD versus Xbox thing.
No, they both can exist in the same world. For me, it's a case of I enjoy the more, I say this very loosely, the more realistic part of Battlefield. I hate the fact that even though I did buy the Ninja Turtles and I did buy Terminator, who else did I buy? Anyways, I hate the skins. I hate where Call of Duty.
No, you don't.
I do
Baker.
hate
You
where it's
bought
gone,
some of the
bro.
skins. You were
There is
praising
a-
your Snoop
there
Dogg.
is a-
one.
I
He's
know.
such a
Snoop
hypocrite,
Dogg.
you guys. This guy was praising.
I'm not gonna pass a chance to be the Snoop Deal Double Jizzle. That man practically raised me.
So he can praise when it's what he
Yeah.
wants. He loves it.
Dude,
but
did
if
you
it's
see that
Nicki
gun that has
Minaj
that
or
gun that has the
Beavis and
train on
Butthead,
it? That's just
There's a
ridiculous.
place for both, though. There
Exactly.
absolutely is. And,
And-
what
and
I
I like- bring
appreciate, I appreciate that Battlefield is saying, no, we're keeping this clean
for
over here."
now, they said the
I
same thing
have
about
to make a
2042
conscious
skins.
effort to slow down in Battlefield because I'm just sprinting, guns in the air, and I'm running like an idiot, and I get shot. You know, I literally have to say to him, "Slow down, Bacon." Like, and I've always preferred the Battlefields to Call of Duty, but Battlefields are so spaced out that you can't help but always be on Call of Duty because it's a yearly release. So I am happy that they are back. I am happy that EA is not dissolving Battlefield Studios and concentrating on Peggle. Is that one of their games? Right. That is. I think so. So yeah, let's play some Battlefield.
I like what who said this?
Oh,
Motionless Taco said, I play Battlefield for Battlefield moments and COD to murk people with the podcast on. Exactly. They're different games for different,
True.
you know,
But I-
feelings
When I-
and state
And
of
so
mindset
Deja
you're
Vu,
in.
I think the exact opposite. I think COD is way more the casual plays COD, whereas the hardcore person.
Yeah,
plays
yeah, I
Battlefield.
completely disagree, Deja. COD is way more casual.
When I
I love
shoot-
you still, but
When I shoot a Jeep out of the air that's jumped off some rocks and it's flying, and I hit it with an RPG, it's peak.
Motionless Taco. I
Um,
always remember my first nuke and my first 1,000-meter snipe. But exactly, I'm right there with you. Both can exist. We all, at least I have. I don't know about you guys. I feel like we went back and forth. We kind of went Battlefield heavy there, from Bad Company through Battlefield 4, and then we only returned back to COD after Battlefield started to suck and go to like the World War II stuff again. Go ahead, Bubble Boy. Sorry, I cut you off.
how cool, and maybe it'd just be Jose that'll appreciate this. The sound of the LMG in that support class was so cool.
All the sounds are amazing
was-
in Battlefield.
God, it was just good. And I'm not a big gun nut or anything at all, but it just sounded so crispy, and it
Sound
like
design
made
is
me
excellent.
want to keep playing as that class, literally, so I could just keep using that because the sound was so great. So
Yeah, I still disagree, Deja. I don't think Battlefield is as casual friendly or as mainstream as you think it is.
Yeah, it's such small maps in COD. You just spawn, you're right back in it.
Game
Battlefield, you
Game
have to think about
Positive.
it.
Eric said, worth noting that the COD peak is the COD launcher, which includes several COD games added together. I know, and I don't like how Call of Duty does it. It's not like one thing. I completely agree. And again, everyone's comparing the Steam numbers, and not everybody. We'll see. We'll see when both of these games launch around the same time, and I'm sure I want them both to succeed. I want to be able to switch between games, because there are some nights, Jose, where I'm like, I'm all about Warzone, and then I
Yep.
get pissed off at Warzone and I hate my life.
And we have
then-
great time in Warzone. Like no
Yes,
joke. And not talking.
I
Like,
agree.
When we get in small squads or large squads, we have a lot of fun laughing. And I feel like when we get to those final circles, which doesn't happen that often, but when we do, it does feel a little bit like that old PUBG feel, right?
Yes.
Like you feel
I agree.
real tense
I
about
agree.
getting that
I
far.
agree.
So I can't hate on COD either.
Exactly. But with Battlefield, there are times where we get pissed at Battlefield. Like there were some times in the beta where I was like getting sick of just getting picked off.
Because you were
randomly.
using the wrong gun, bruh.
Okay, there we go. So
You're trying to use that.
speaking of guns, I did want to ask Bubble Boy, what did you think of the time to kill on Battlefield? Because there are a lot of people who are angry and pissed off about it, saying it's too fast and it's trying to appeal to that Call of Duty. I can see how it is kind of quick, but I'm not like, oh, this is like a game changer or like a deal breaker for me.
well, and here's why I think it is quicker, because of that revive mechanic that they have, and they are really pushing that hard. That was the other thing I forgot to ask all of you guys. The fact that it shows you down there, hey, this is how close a medic is, and this is how close another teammate are. They are
They've
really
had that.
wanting you to self-revive each other, and I was never getting revived. I felt like,
Yeah, the medics
yeah,
are
Jose,
terrible.
I
Jose,
did not
he's got
get
his
that
stats
email.
up,
That
you
man
guys. He had
sacrificed his own
347
life.
revives. 0.9 KD, he doesn't care. He's there to revive your ass.
Where did that? What's the email that comes from? Is it from
EA.
EA? Yeah, I
It's
did
from
not
EA.
get one.
You can like go to EA.
Check your
and, You
spam.
can probably tweet at them
I
and they'll
just did.
print yours up. Like, just go to the website. Anyway,
Sons of bitches. But I
Um,
don't think it like am I my brain is not gonna notice if it was the difference between like 0.5 seconds and 0.56 seconds on a time to kill for a standard assault rifle or something like that. It's just not for me.
it is quicker, right, Bacon? Would you say?
It seems
it
quicker.
is. Yeah, I think it is. I think they said that. Game Positive said, Bubble Boy, you don't need an email. You can just put your
Listen.
EA ID into the website.
I'm
Will you
a
get to
boomer,
the bottom
man.
of this?
I need
Good.
this.
It sounds like you're talking to him
And-
on FaceTime, and you're like, no, you find the camera icon. You flip
Mom,
your camera around. Mom.
Turn the phone around, Mom.
What?
Emotionless Taco, you're right. Can't wait for medics to ignore the feature. Yeah, I'm so sick of medics not reviving me, especially when it's like within 10 meters. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Or it's like, I've had it where they're 1 to 3 meters from me, still not reviving. Like,
That's a
I'm in
tick
cover.
mark loss.
Just give me one feature I do wish they added, boys, which I think would be an awesome game changer, is that when you're down, you can move yourself
Right, I
slowly,
do wish you
crawl
could
to a
move.
medic. I think that should be the next step in this because I like the pulling the body away, which is cool, but being able to just get a little bit behind cover. Can't you do that in Warzone? Right? Am I thinking correctly?
Yeah, in Warzone
so,
you can crawl.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why
Yeah.
that would take it to the next level. Shout out to Matt Valdez coming in late but live from our daughter's back to school night. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Matt Valdez. Even though he's trying to do mouse and
Attaboy.
keyboard and abandoning controller, I
He's a
feel
smart
bad.
man. He's a smart man going to mouse and keyboard. For
School
Battlefield.
starts in September.
After Labor Day. That's like East
God,
Coast.
when
That's
you go to through June, Todd? My God,
They do.
That's
They
insane.
do. That's it.
Laundry is folded. Good
Everything's
Todd.
backwards in Minnesota, bro.
One more thing for what I've been playing, guys. Two actually. I don't know why I thought the last season of The Walking Dead was good for some reason. Bubble Boy, I don't know if you remember it. Maybe I was excited to get a lot of Clementine back, but man, it has been awful playing this last season. They extended it. There's only 4 episodes and they're like 2 hours long. And I was like, even Diego was there. He's like, this is boring and bad. And they're trying to make you feel for these orphaned kids. I'm like, get me out of here. So that's been a struggle. But I have to say, guys, I'm like 27. I'm looking at it right now. 27 hours into Blasphemous 2.
Dang.
This game
good,
is.
dude.
Here's the thing about Blasphemous 2. Do I think you guys should play it? Yes. I think you should skip 1, just go straight to 2. If you enjoy Ori, if you enjoy Castlevania, if you want a little bit of a Souls-like in there, Hollow
Okay.
Knight, play this game. I think Blasphemous 2 better than Hollow Knight. Said it. Do I think it's as good as Ori? Absolutely not. Ori is still, to me, the gold standard, absolute
Great.
best Metroidvania I've ever played. Ori nails mechanics when you get your powers, getting
Story.
about the map, the story.
Emotions.
The, Ori, you guys, the more I play these Metroidvanias, I'm like,
Peak.
wow, what a game. Blasphemous is like a step above the just vague,
Force.
just no direction, just totally being lost in Hollow Knight, having no idea where to go or what to
God, Hollow
do.
Knight.
This is a little bit better. Like this game, they added points to where you go, but there was still a point, Bacon, where I was seriously lost for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I had no idea where to go in the map. And it was because I stopped playing for a while and I completely forgot. I literally had to go to each area and I found one room at the very end where if I would have just kept going, it would have opened up so much more progression. Now I've gotten to the point where I have a double jump, I have a dash, which I don't remember if that was in the first game. I wish they gave them to you earlier in this game, but I'm telling you, if you have any interest in playing a great long, like 30, this is gonna take me 30 plus hours to play Metroidvania, Blasphemous 2. I highly recommend it. I'm not done yet. It's in between Ori the Gold Peak, Hollow Knight the overrated.
That's big
I don't
praise.
know what the hell I'm doing. Blasphemous
Hollow
2
Knight.
is right there. It's better. You'll like it more than Hollow Knight because
Hollow Knight needs.
I don't get Hollow Knight.
direction.
I played it. I
No.
beat it. I'm pretty sure I did.
How
Like
did you
almost
beat it?
Everything. I watched the guide.
You
Oh
did
my
that.
God, I gave up.
I had to watch a step-by-step
I
guide.
circled a
to
map
get me
for like
through.
6 straight days and could not figure out where I was going and just quit.
I quit.
I don't blame you guys. Like it was awful. It was. Oh god. What? Okay. So anyway, I highly recommend Blasphemous 2. I'm truly loving it. I wish I would have bought it on Xbox. I know I played the first one on Steam. Got the second one on Steam. And now it says I have 0 out of 1,300 achievements because for some reason Xbox shows that. So, Jose, have you been gaming at all, or?
I have. So I have 2 just quick things, and then I'll pass it. Chance is going to show some fun stuff here. I got to play more Wu Chang. That's kind of like midweek. That's what I've been playing, and then Battlefield.
Oh
on
yeah,
the
I saw
side.
you playing that. Yeah.
I am really having a good time. The story's fine. It's not like amazing. It's not bad. But like for whatever reason, this quote unquote Souls-like is just like clicking with my brain. And you know what I think my strategy is that's really worked for me is I started with the longsword. I've stayed with the longsword. I have literally not leveled up any of the other weapons at all. And so my sword is pretty powerful. And I got to the point where and I have a parry with it and a bunch of powers with it and stuff. And I'm just having a really good time, like actually exploring and stuff. Like some of it is also after playing Wolong, after playing Elden Ring, like you finally get kind of that feel for this kind of game. I'm having a great time, like genuinely. The other thing, I actually have to give a huge shout out to my wife, who is definitely not a gamer in the traditional sense and would not describe herself as a gamer. But about 2 years ago, I introduced her to this little game called Stardew Valley, and we were playing together. I talked about it on the show. I love Stardew Valley, adore it. It might be my favorite indie game, but I moved on because I have lots of stuff to play. My wife did not. She has been playing consistently for 2 years on Stardew Valley, and this week, milestone. She officially rolled credits on Stardew Valley. Her total playtime, I had to write it down because I was like,
God.
I could not believe
Let's hear
it.
it.
Total playtime, anyone guess?
Ooh, let's see. Taco was 100. I'm gonna go 340.
210.
Bacon?
210.
Do you remember, like,
101.
Assassin's Creed's like 150?
Yeah, but we're talking 2 years, right?
Yeah, but she's not playing like me. Like, she's playing a half an hour
Let's hear
here, an hour there.
150.
348 hours.
Ooh, that was close.
She's a real
Chance was, like,
gamer,
right there.
you
He's a
guys.
Gamer.
She's a real gamer.
Like, she literally, like, and here's the cool part.
That's
And
cool,
again,
Victoria.
I was so proud of her. Like, at one point, she was like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, babe, you are tens of hours ahead of me in this game. She was like, I'm going to use a guide. And she found like a Stardew wiki, and she was like really like dedicated to the thing. And literally, ultimately, it was literally, I think it was like, probably like Saturday or Sunday, she's like, oh my God, babe, come here. And I was like, what's wrong? And she's like, this is it. And like, I got to see there's this part of the map that you can't get to the whole game until you get to 100%. And when it opens up, and she's like, do you want to see it? And I was like, yeah, because I'm probably never going to get there for Stardew. But just shout out to my wife. That's a really cool accomplishment to
Hell
roll
yeah.
credits on that awesome game. She's hugely excited for Concerned Ape's next project. It's called The Haunted Chocolatier. Can't wait for that to come out.
Sounds right up
But shout
your
out to my
alley.
wife. Yeah, I know. I'm really pumped when that comes out too. So anyway,
Did
that's
she
what
give
we've
you
been-
one of those like, okay, I get it. I
Yeah,
get
she-
it. Like
she does.
I owe you an apology.
Oh, absolutely not. That's not going to happen. But she understands. She understands it. We're not doing shows right now, right? We're just doing games.
You can do what you've been watching.
Just real quick, we are up to date on Wednesday season 2. There's only 4 episodes out on Netflix. I enjoy it, man. It's getting a lot of hate. I understand with their complaints, but fun show. It's in the fall for me. I like the Addams Family Halloween stuff, so I've enjoyed Wednesday. And then Alien Earth is the other one. So this week, if you have Hulu,
I haven't started yet.
and you like the Alien franchise, Predator, all that stuff, they started Alien. It's a 2-episode premiere, and they're an hour long each. I had to do it over 2 nights because I've been so tired from work. But dude, what I will just say, no spoilers, Chance, or anybody, they did such a good job of building a world that feels like it belonged in Aliens. Because that was the problem. I loved Alien versus Predator because they're like campy and stupid
Almost
and
even
stuff.
film grain that you're just like,
Yeah,
I felt like
the
I was
Lutz-
watching the Sigourney Weaver early original.
Exactly. The LUTs that they put in and the world that they're building, and like it's
Uniforms. Yeah.
yeah, it's dope, dude. And they did. I was kind of sad at first with what they did. I'm not going to spoil it, but I actually really appreciate it because now we can move so much further into the lore. So I'm really enjoying Alien Earth. It's an 8-episode season. Can't wait for the next one next week.
Nice.
Who's left? Is
Me
it Bacon? Bacon?
or Bacon.
Bacon,
Bacon,
go.
take it away.
I've been playing Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
Nice.
Which you know Bacon made Blasphemous too, the same team.
Okay, it's .emu, right? Is
Whatever.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was Game Kitchen or something. Anyway,
Oh,
yeah,
that's the publisher.
So
It makes me feel like I'm playing the NES again, especially when I put the CRT filter on and it rounds out because it doesn't fill my screen, so the CRT rounds out the corners of the like I'm looking at a tube teep. It's hard and it's freaking awesome. It's hard to the point where I'm at where I have to play a little bit and then go over to Tony Hawk because I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to hate gaming. I just go play Tony Hawk for a minute. So Ninja Gaiden is freaking awesome. I fell off of Wu Chang. The saves were killing me. If you can't get to a save point and you die, it is just like, what am I doing?
You know, it's weird. It gets better, Bacon.
What am
In
I
that first
doing?
world, I felt like it was so tough. I'm almost at the end of the second world now, and it's just better. They did it way better later.
I mean, the bosses are
They're tough.
horribly tough. I mean, it's a good game for what it is, but it's just, and I fall off these things. I fall off all of them. Literally every single one of these. It's just not. I guess it's just not Elden Ring. Nothing against the game. It's just I can't continue to beat my head against my desk and ask myself why I even play video games sometimes because it's frustrating. But I'm glad you're
by the way,
enjoying it.
Bacon, I also bought Ninja Gaiden, and I'm going to get to that.
It feels so
eventually.
classic, bro. It feels so classic.
Well, I never played the originals. I just knew it was from the people who made Blasphemous 2. I was going to play it regardless. And by the way, that was a good pick, Wes. I'm pretty sure I suggested that.
And I also echo everything Chappelle says about Alien Earth. It is, if you're a fan of Xenomorph, my wife's like, what is the big deal? I'm like, you don't know anything about Xenomorphs. And she's like,
Oh man,
what's a Xenomorph? And I'm like, God, how did I marry you? I have not rubbed off on you at all, woman. But yes, if you're a fan of Alien, Predator, anything, and Chappelle's right, man. When I was that first scene in the ship, and I'm just like, oh my God, this feels like the original. Like, just.
and you think that they're gonna just totally redo it again? Like, oh, it's gonna be this kind of story again,
Nope.
and they don't, which
and
is
the main female character in that. I'm
Especially. Bubble Boy, what have you been playing? Update us on your Assassin's Creed journey.
So sadly, I have not. First full week back with kids has been exhausting. We had
Yeah.
back to school night. I spent most all of my gaming time playing Battlefield 6, which has been great. I do want to shout out what the little bits of time right before bed, falling asleep. What I have been playing. A little game called Power Wash Simulator, my friends.
That's
You've
Because
not
I can't
finished
get
that,
enough
bro?
of it. They released another content
Oh
pack,
my
the
God.
Wallace and Gromit content pack
It is
that has
satisfying.
achievements tied to it. So take my money. I also reached out to Future Labs to see if we could get
Nice.
a code
Get
for
Power Wash Simulator
Power
2.
Wash 2. So we'll see. And then I redid the game that I can't talk about yet, and I will be able to talk about it starting tomorrow. So check all your socials for a video drop on a review for a game that I enjoyed.
nice, dude.
Guys, can I update you on my Marvel MCU?
Yeah, where are
viewing
you?
that
Are you gonna be a downer again?
We're Doctor Strange and the what is
Multiverse
it?
of Madness.
Multiverse of Madness.
I haven't even seen that one yet.
Yeah, I don't think
It's out
I'd seen
there.
it either. I'd seen some of the spoiler moments, so I won't spoil it here. Jose, is this just what we're doing now? We're just like, hey, we're just gonna throw everything at you, and we're just gonna pretend that all of this happened. Some of this did happen. Some of this didn't happen. We're
It'll
just
all
gonna
make
just
sense.
like and that ties into the other thing. I saw. Did you see Fantastic Four, Jose?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
So I saw Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four. That's about the best thing about the movie is the music. It was very family, like
You said better than the
positive.
first ones, though, right?
Well,
I mean, like
what
Eric
kind
said,
of bar are we setting?
yeah,
for that?
exactly.
Right.
Like Eric
Well,
said,
let's
he's
be
like,
It's a
real
fair
here.
question. What
No,
about
I know,
what
I'm
about
not, like-
the Michael B. Jordan one? Better than that one?
I don't even know if I saw that one,
Right.
or if I've seen it.
The Miles Teller one? None of you saw that one?
Michael
Guys,
B. Jordan was
why
in
are
Fantastic
like I
Four.
asked Todd, why am I supposed to care about the Fantastic Four? Here's the thing, it was. I wish I would have saw Superman.
was a
Is
movie.
what I said. It was a movie. It wasn't bad, but I wasn't expecting much. It was. I liked how it was set in the like 60s or whatever, whenever it takes place. I did appreciate that. It was more, like I said, family oriented, and I think they did a good job for the most part. But I wasn't blown away by it. Like I said, I wish I would have saw Superman instead. But anyway, back to the Multiverse of Madness. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore, you guys. I think Marvel is just like, we got to just
They're spinning out.
I don't know. So that's the only thing I also wanted to mention. It was. Do you know about the post-credit scene in Fantastic Four? You guys,
Absolutely.
who shows up? Okay, I won't tell you
The
though.
Mandalorian.
No, but
Sam
anyway,
and Captain America.
Joel.
no, I won't say it. You guys should go see it.
K-pop Demon
Ellie?
Hunters.
Spoilers.
Oh, hold on. Deadpool.
No, that would have been cool though. So, all right, I just wanted to get your thoughts on this. So, say back to multiverse. Is it going to get any better after this, or am I?
So you
That's a
pretend I
no,
answer.
people. For those of you who can't read body language,
No,
That's
here's the thing.
principal speak for.
Here's the thing.
Thank you,
I-
Eric. Based Wally for once. Thank
Here's
you.
where I'm at in this story right now is right before Captain America 3, the one with the Red Hulk. Like I haven't watched that yet with Penelope.
That's
It's
on
just
Disney.
Not good.
it's a time thing. It's a time thing for me. It's not a but here's the other piece.
I'm
and I've
surprised
said
you
this-
didn't see Fantastic Four, Jose. I'm not gonna
Well,
lie.
I would
I'm
love to.
shocked.
Again, it's a time. I was back at work on July 7th. It's a time issue, right? The other part of it is, and I've said this on the show, all of my friends here know this. I don't go to movies to be critical. I just don't because if I'm going to be critical of a movie, I don't go to that movie.
I wasn't
like
either,
my mom took me to go see The Life is Beautiful when I was like 13 about World War II and the Holocaust. And don't get me wrong, I understand why it won Academy Awards, but I was miserable. I was like, I do not want to spend my free time doing this. And so like the most recent Resident Evil movie that everyone hated, I loved it. Right? Like the movies people that they think is stupid, I love those movies. So when I go to films, we went to go see Naked Gun. I had a great time at Naked Gun because I'm there to have
He's right there.
fun.
Do you guys see Frank Drebin
Yeah,
up there?
his posters back there looks great. Right? Like that's how I go see movies. So when I see the Marvel ones, I'm not looking to be critical. But here's the inherent problem is that in the comic book world, stories start and stories end. And yes, those stories have the same characters. Like the Spider-Man has so many stories in the comic book world, but it's not the same Spider-Man over and over.
why they're
and
called
that's
story arcs.
exactly. And that's part of the hard part of these
that's
movies
what
is that
they're-
Kevin Feige, and I'm not hating on Kevin, he's done an amazing job. I'm so grateful for Infinity War
Yes.
and Endgame and stuff.
Yes.
Is that
Endgame. My God, you guys.
it's so good. But
so good.
I just don't think that's tenable in a modern movie world because of just time and money and little aging
they
and
did
stuff
it.
like that.
But
they
they
did
did
it
do
to
it.
that point, but then they were kind of like, what do we do now? And we're making so much money, we shouldn't stop. And I'm sure the studio said that. And so look, here's what
Sounds
I'll say
like
then.
Game Pass.
Good point, Bacon. Don't go in expecting what phase 1 or phase 2
Yeah.
movies. That's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
And
I
I've
don't,
liked a
though.
couple of them. There's been some that I was like, I did not enjoy that. That was not great. But I just want the whole story. And honestly, again, why I'm watching is because my daughter Penelope, like I'm enjoying it's something we
Yes.
now share. She
Yeah.
sees things in the real world and
I agree.
she's like, I understand that. I'm like, yeah, now you do understand. Like that's what I really like taking away from this. And yeah, I've heard mixed reviews on this. The Captain America. I've heard Thunderbolts is good. I'm excited for that. Like, I just don't go into expecting phase 1 and 2 movies, Dan. You're gonna be real sad if
I
you
see,
do.
but that's just it. I'm not expecting. I know that was a moment in time. I know I'm
But-
never gonna cry like I was sitting by myself at Endgame because the girls had just been born and I was just sitting there alone, bawling with
Cried during Endgame.
spoilers. Yeah, are you
great.
serious?
with
Get it?
with Tony Stark. I
I'm
think.
a man,
Stark,
bro.
yeah.
I don't cry.
Oh,
I mean, I did
God.
cry when
Oh.
a whole color.
Oh God, you know
It's
what gets me
every
every time, you guys, is when Spidey gets snapped out. Every time I see it,
Stark?
I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Oh my! I'm gonna start crying right now. God. Anyway, the new Avengers movies are doomed, is what Todd Oxer said. I love you 3000. Ed. Yeah, exactly. I was like bawling, and my kids are like, "Is he really dead?" I'm like, "You idiots!" Like,
I cried in the first Predator.
When
Oh
Billy
my
died?
God.
Is that when it was?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Emotionless
basically
Taco
every
said-
time one of the squad fell, I was like,
Oh my god.
oh my God! I still
Sexual
wait to watch at
Tyrannosaurus
home.
out here.
Honestly, my TV and soundbar are better. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's
with my
my OLED.
OLED and my
Totally.
soundbar.
no,
it's-
because if you went and saw Top Gun in a Dolby theater with the bass in your butt,
We did. It
I
was
know. That's
incredible.
what I'm saying. I
That
can't get
was-
that
yeah.
experience.
No,
at
there
home.
exactly. There are
Yeah.
certain movies I like. Top Gun.
Like,
I was.
I'm gonna
I saw. I
see-
think I saw that like 4 times in theaters, and
I see
haven't
every
done
John
that
Wick in
ever.
theaters. I see every Fast and
Bacon, are we
Furious
gonna
in
go see
theaters.
Badlands when it comes out?
Yes.
Hell yes, let's go see
Like,
Badlands.
so it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Emotionless. For the most part, I want to go to the theater. As I still hold on. I still love going to the theaters. You guys, if I could, I'd go every week. But I just know that that's just. I mean, I spent like $100.
He's
on
a Stubbs
kids.
member, rewards
I
member.
am an
isn't he?
AMC
Yeah.
Stubbs Premier.
He does
member.
get his
This is true.
discounts.
And it's great. It gets rid of the transaction fees or whatever they call it, and we get to just cut through the line. So I am a proud AMC Premier member. Guys, let's close the show like we always do with the best food we had this week. Bacon, what about you? Do you have any good food?
Wow.
Yeah, actually, I do this week. We
Everyone's
actually
invited.
everything was made at home too. We got some burgers with jalapenos in them from King Supers the other day. We're just right there in the deli, and I was like, actually, that sounds good. Had those last night, and then tonight, the wife made biscuits and gravy.
Oh,
Is there anything better than breakfast for dinner? Again,
Absolutely. not
no,
bacon.
there is not.
It's the
Breakfast
best.
for dinner
I
is the
wanna
greatest
start
meal
a
ever created.
movement that
We all have that
requires
tonight.
Every family.
I
to
did have breakfast for dinner tonight.
I did,
did.
not, but that's good.
Oh,
We did.
Like
I
homemade
skipped 'cause
biscuits,
I
like
thought I was gonna throw up,
Pillsbury
but-
biscuits, and she cooked
Oh,
up the
those are
sausage,
good.
made her own gravy. And I was like, and I had to have her make some eggs with it. I'm like, well, you
sorry,
gotta have
Tom.
some
I
eggs.
Absolutely
love movie
bacon.
theater.
And she's like,
Absolutely.
you sure you gotta have eggs? I said, you absolutely have to have eggs.
Eggs,
And
bacon.
I was just like,
syrup.
This should
dude,
be a
it works.
weekly thing, biscuits and gravy, because I love it. Every time I go to the South, I'm like biscuits and gravy and grits. Like, I immerse myself in the culture, and it was so good tonight. I was just
So
like,
good.
so awesome.
So good. Jose, or actually, Bubble, let's go to you.
Yeah, it's been we haven't had a ton. What I will say, big shout out to Dr. Fisk at Gateway again, because we had our back to school night last night and he got everybody Chipotle. So you
Nice.
really can't go wrong with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Jose, because Pro Strat, and it was funny. I was like, you gotta send Jose an email. He does not mess around when it comes to food because he knows what puts butts in the seats. It's food most of the
That
time.
milkshake
Thousand
And-
percent.
brings all the
does.
girls to the yard.
so and the milkshake, yeah. But it I don't know what your budget is for that, and I think everybody does it a little bit different. But just kick it up a notch
For
on
staff,
the food. And
unfortunately, it's extremely low. Not because I don't want it to be, but because Jeffco has like very
we get typically
stringent
hooked up.
policies.
And you need to bust that through. Nell deserves better.
She absolutely does. I don't disagree.
They played bags this week. I don't even want to hear it.
We had free breakfast too. I mean, it was not as good as that breakfast though.
Jose, can you add 2 pizzas? I forgot we had that this.
Domino's and Little Caesars.
No, it was just Domino's. Just 2 different pizzas from Domino's. Todd also said Top Gun 3 is supposed to save the box office again. I don't. As much as I love Top Gun, you
Top Gun
guys,
3?
I don't
There
think
shouldn't
there
be a
needs
Top
to
Gun
be.
3. Yep.
There shouldn't. It was the sequel.
see it.
So Maverick was so perfect. Exactly. I will go see it. And I'll
What?
be there
And
day
it
one.
That's
Armis
a 10 out of
being in
10. That's an 11 out of 10.
Oh
movie.
yeah, it's a perfect movie. But I don't think it needs to exist.
Actually,
Hold
was
on.
doing a new enrollment the other day, and the dad.
Hopefully, the new one focuses on Phoenix and Phoenix alone.
I need some Warlock.
I need
Yeah,
What,
Phoenix.
more
Daniel?
Warlock,
I
Exactly.
need more Phoenix.
Hey, Allie, you're live on the Nerd Chat. Can you say hi to everybody?
In front of thousands of viewers.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Allie.
They said hello. Allie, can you tell me what the best food is this week? What was one of my favorites that you made?
I don't know, Daniel. God,
Lemon
your
chicken.
Stupid
I don't know.
podcast.
Did you like breakfast, dinner tonight?
Yeah.
Quiche?
Yes, I did mention we had breakfast. I did love the
Breakfast.
She's
quiche with
thrilled.
quiche sausage and
Breakfast
Different
dinner.
pancakes.
pancakes.
Mm.
But no, you know what, Allie?
I think
Didn't you
she's
make something
sleeping, bro.
else?
She was asleep. Leave that poor lady
The
alone.
Parmesan. Well, it was kind of like chicken cutlets.
Oh yes.
I,
Thank you. You're the best. Love you, dear. Thank you. And your meat. You know I love your meatballs. I love those damn meatballs of yours. Your big old meatballs.
Bye, Allie.
I love them.
Good to see you, Allie.
Love you. Tell the guys say. Okay.
But besides Allie's big old meatballs that I love so much, I forgot to say she did make like a baked
Timestamp
breaded
that
chicken
one.
breaded chicken breast. You guys, it was delicious. And then to top it off, you had your like broccoli and the potato au gratin.
All rotten.
Pro Strat, everyone. You get the Chick-fil-A sweet and spicy sriracha for that
Yep.
chicken. Whoa. Holy level. It was like I was having Chick-fil-A with it. It's, but I've just discovered I love Chick-fil-A for their sauces. I don't know if it's necessarily their chicken because Popeyes. Speaking of Popeyes, Jose, tell me.
I did not have any Popeyes. Unfortunately, but sorry, man. Again, just busy. Not as much time to go out to lunches and stuff, but still a great week. I did today though, because I between trainings, I was like, I need to eat something. I forgot to bring lunch, and I hadn't had it in a while. I went and got a Dan's quarter pounder with cheese. I had the add the lettuce and mayo and take. I don't like onions.
Just
on it,
a
so take away
single?
the onions.
Yeah, we all do the same.
It was free because of the
Gotta
app.
do
It
the
cost me
double.
zero.
By the way, yeah, people keep
Double the
complaining
meat
about-
is always better.
No. People keep
That's a
complaining,
lot,
Jose. We need to promote people to use the app. Like Snelling was like, I'm not gonna pay $13 for this meal, dude. I'm always getting 20% off or buy one get one.
Oh,
got
that's
like-
Burger King app.
I get
I got,
40% off the spicy chicken sandwiches. This quarter pounder was 100% free. Like I
I
fully
feel like I haven't paid for McDonald's in years because of that app.
Yeah, so I support it. Great development, great support, no complaints. The other thing, shout out to my in-laws. I don't know what happened, but one of my daughters this week was like, I've never had crab, and we were like, yeah, that's not really something we get a lot here, partially because of like geography, but two.
Was that true though?
They had never had
Probably,
crab,
yeah.
and so I was like, okay, it's just because a mental note. But sure enough, my mother-in-law was there, and so we went to of all places Red Lobster.
Yeah.
And you know, it was Red Lobster. I got the
I don't hate on Red
Got the
Lobster.
biscuits,
the
gotta get
coconut
the
shrimp
biscuits.
and the
Yeah,
biscuits
the
in it.
cheddar biscuits.
Solid meal. Not my
Coconut
favorite. I'm
shrimp
like,
is-
I'm solid for Red Lobster for probably good another 4 years before I go back. But
You should have
she
went
got
to
to
Long
try.
John Silver's. That's what you should have done.
Well,
Where is there
I'm
one
kidding.
by?
There's one in Aurora.
there's one on the north side. I
Where?
know.
Colorado seafood is the bomb. Got that right.
After all that, she didn't love crab,
Todd.
so it's fine.
Yeah.
We learned that lesson, but
Seafood.
that was the best food I had this week.
Very nice. Gentlemen, this has been the Nerd Chat episode 224. Game Pass ruins game development. Or does it?
Question mark.
My name is Daddy Diwali. You can follow me at Daddy Diwali across all social media. You can follow the show at the Nerd Chat Podcast on all socials. Again, shout out to Diego at Dinero Primero. We're going through a rebrand. What do you guys think of the yellow this week? It actually looks better, this yellow that Jose selected than I thought.
I still think
initially.
I like the pink, but yeah.
Do we
please
go to
give us
pink?
feedback.
Do we go to purple? We're going to try something new every week, but give us some feedback on the logo, on the show. We really do appreciate everyone who stopped by in the chat. Jose, where can people find you?
You can find me right now, open in school next week. Very excited for that. But in terms of the gaming world, definitely jumping back into Battlefield this weekend and then Wuchang anywhere else. But shout out to everyone joining us today. Always great laughs in the chat. Everybody for supporting. We're at 442 subs. We're just a mere.
We've been stuck there for a minute. We need some.
Yeah.
Come on, people.
58.
We're
away
not
from,
we're not appealing. We're not appealing.
Appealing
To the Zoomers.
To the Zoomers. Yeah.
Damn it.
That's not going to change.
Because we're
Well, I can't
boomers.
even figure out how to get in this Battlefield thing, so I don't know.
But I do want to say a huge shout out to Emotionless Taco again for the code Civ7. Again, it closes on Sunday. So if you have anybody that wants to join that code, have them find that short and comment about their favorite teacher in honor of back to school, go play some games, guys.
And X Bacon Gaming.
You can find me at X Bacon Gaming across all your socials, mainly just Twitter, because that's the only place I play. And on Steam, and you'll find me wrecking dudes in Battlefield this weekend. Everything goes on hold for Battlefield.
And Bubble Boy in 7, he's still stuck on the EA Battlefield 6 page trying to get his stats. Where can people find you?
In fact, I have something real to say this week. We did week 1 preseason waiver wire
That's
Wizards
right.
podcast over on
Nice.
Secret Friends Unite this week, and had a lot of preseason issues to get through, mainly on Bubble Boy's rig over here. I it's perfect tonight. Literally using almost all the exact same stuff, not a single issue over here. So we had fun. It was Eric, Todd, and Jedi Sean over there, and I am sad to admit, Todd, I have no idea when that releases.
It's
Did
out
it
now.
release? Okay.
Yeah.
It's out now. Make sure you check it out from Bubble Boy, Todd,
I saw it.
Officer
I saw it in
Eric.
my feed earlier.
Oh, good. Good.
And yeah. As always, gentlemen, see you on the Battlefield beta and see you online.
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 Hold on to your butts.
The Nerd Chat is an Xbox podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. You can follow the show at the Nerd Chat Podcast across all social media. The show was created by Daniel Walenzik, and you can follow him at Daddy D. Wally. Co-host and producer Jose Martinez III can be found at Chipotle_bear. Former intern, now co-host Jason Jarrett can be found at xbacongamin. And former co-host, now returning intern Chance Siegel can be found at BubbleBoyN7. If you'd like to find out more about the show, please visit nerdchatmedia.com. And as always, see you online.